Hey guys, me again, back for the third installment of DigitalPh33r's guide to making Halo 3 Machinima. Last time we covered hardware, software, and touched a little bit on voice work. This time we'll go into voice work in more detail and talk about writing scripts and building sets in Halo 3's Forge mode. For a Machinima to succeed, a solid script is crucial, something even I fall short with a lot. But I like to think I'm getting better at writing as I go. Try your best at giving your Machinima a decent plot, preferably something someone hasn't already done, unless you can put some kind of creative spin on it. Throw in a few interesting plot twists, keep the dialogue sharp, have interesting multi-dimensional characters, and try and avoid cliches unless it's intended for comedic purposes. Oh, and don't copy me, please.
Okay, sweet original movie, Act 1, Scene 1. Alright, all done. Send.
I'm not going to go into extreme detail with the actual writing process of a script, as it's quite a complex subject, but I recommend looking up script writing guides on the internet or something, if you're serious about it. Oh, and I recommend labeling each audible line in your script with some kind of letter and number code, so that when you record these lines with your microphone, you can name the audio files the same as their corresponding codes in the script to avoid any future confusion. Alright, so let's say you've got a solid script all typed up and ready to go, and hopefully you've got all the correct hardware and software set up too, with the assistance of the previous installment of my tutorial. What's next? Building sets in Forge, that's what. Before we can get into acting out gameplay and capturing footage, we have to build stages and sets for your actors to occupy. There's no one specific way of doing this, but what I like to do when building a set in a level is to strip it of all objects and work with a clean canvas and the level's budget in its entirety. Unless your Machinima is actually based on Halo 3's multiplayer gameplay mechanics, you should get rid of all the weapon spawns so there aren't any guns suspiciously lying around that you might catch on camera accidentally.
Hey, I'm going to shoot you in the face. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, don't do that. Hey.
So when you finally got a blank canvas to work with, the first thing you should do is decide on an area in the level that isn't going to be filmed for a particular scene. In this area, place spawn points for however many players will be in your scene, and place at least 2 of every weapon that will be used in the scene. Same goes for equipment, and be sure to set the respawn time of each item to the lowest it can be. This is all to minimize the length of the gameplay time that you've got to film and capture later on, to save yourself time. The next thing you should do is decorate the set. Use the scenery pieces that are available to you to your advantage, like trucks, forklifts, traffic cones, radio towers, and so on. For objects that you want or need in a scene that aren't available to you in Forge, you'll just either have to figure out something different or improvise. And if you're gonna improvise, don't get too carried away. Wow, this building looks real. Hi.
Hello. Welcome to my house. Have you met my dog, Sasha?
Nice dog. Dude, your dog looks so real.
Speak, Sasha. Speak. Oh, I'm sorry. She's very shy around strangers. You want to go for a ride in my car?
Cool. Whoa, your car looks so real. It's like it's actually like you're looking at like an actual real car. Is it good on gas?
Yeah.
Once you've got your Forge sets all constructed and saved, you can begin acting out gameplay. Hopefully you've named each set in Forge something that's easily identifiable that'll make it easier for you to go from one scene to the next. A common issue with Machinima makers when creating characters for their videos is lack of permutations. By default, Character models and new profiles have the Mark 6 and CQB permutations, and that's it. So many are forced to create characters with different combinations of only those two permutations. If you want any additional permutations for your characters, you're going to have to accomplish whatever the requirements are for those permutations over and over again for each individual profile that you want to have them. For example, I have my main account with every permutation in the game, but I can't share those permutations across any other profiles, so I can only have one character in my videos that looks really distinguished.
Hey, where the hell's the other guy?
I don't know, he said he'd be here.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
You know, from what I can recall, I think we all agreed to wear the same thing this time.
I know, I'm
and
getting
again,
sick and
you're
fucking
dressed
tired of
whoa,
fucking
shit.
down. What's the big
What
deal?
the fuck is the matter
Dude,
with you? You do this every time.
Christ.
That is unless, of course, I took the time to do everything over again with a different profile. I have one other profile with all the skulls collected so I can have Hayabusa on a second guy, but that's it. I make do with Mark 6 and CQB otherwise for everyone else. However, maybe it might not be a problem for you. Maybe all you want, or all you need, are characters to have Mark 6 or CQB armor anyway. So do whatever you feel you must for your Machinima. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's all I have time for. But stay tuned for the 4th installment, which will provide tips on how to act out gameplay, and then how to operate the camera efficiently in theater mode when capturing it all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.